They figured out the cheat code to controlling men, and it's not complicated. It's sex. That's it. They took the one thing that we're biologically wired to pursue and they made it infinite, free, and everywhere. And nobody talks about it, what it actually is. It's a system built on purpose, running exactly as it's supposed to. I mean, just look around. It's not even just the websites, it's your Instagram explore page. It's the music you listen to. The girl on TikTok who somehow ends up on your feed every single day, even though you never even followed her. OnlyFans creators promoted in your Twitter replies. The algorithm at 2 in the morning knowing exactly what to put in front of your eyes when your discipline is lowest. And it's not even random. It's not culture evolving. It's just architecture. And I used to be in it really bad years ago. I was compliant, not even questioning it. Because when you grow up inside of something, it just looks like normal life. Everybody watches, everyone talks about it, everyone shares and laughs about it, and so you do too. And the whole time, you don't realize that there's something shifting inside of you, that you know the way that you look at women changes, the way you talk changes, your energy changes, and nobody tells you because everyone around you is literally in the exact same fog. And here's what I noticed when I stopped: you can see it on a man, and I'm not even exaggerating. You can literally see it on a guy who's deep in this shit. The way he talks about women like they're the center of his universe, how he'll restructure his whole personality, his goals, his weekday around the possibility of getting just a crumb of some sort of sexual opportunity with a girl. His whole identity collapses into one thing, and it's chasing. He thinks that that's just being a man. He thinks that that drive is natural, but it's not natural at that volume. That intensity was manufactured. I mean, think about who benefits from men being in that state. A man who's obsessed, genuinely consumed with sexual content, he is not building anything. He's not dangerous to anyone. He's not organizing. He's not even thinking clearly. He's not asking the hard questions to anyone about why his life looks the way it does. He's sedated. And the beautiful thing about this sedation for the people running it is that he will defend it. He'll call it freedom. He'll call you prude for even bringing it up. He'll say it's healthy, it's natural. Everyone does it. The prison has convinced the prisoner that the bars are decorations. The porn industry is worth more than Hollywood, the NBA, and the NFL combined. And let that sit for a second. The machine that keeps men staring at screens in the dark at 3 a.m. is a bigger business than the things that men actually admire. And the tech platforms don't fight it, they feed it, because engaged users are profitable users. It doesn't matter what the engagement is. A guy doom scrolling through explicit content at midnight is generating ad revenue. Data points, behavior patterns that get sold. You are not the customer, you are the product, and your sexual wiring is the hook that they drag you with. And I've known guys who can't hold a conversation with a woman without it being about something physical. That's all that they see. Not because they're bad people, but because they've been marinated in this since they were 12, 13 years old. A kid gets a phone now, and within weeks, Within weeks, the algorithm has already figured out what keeps him scrolling the longest. And nobody had to hand him a magazine or sneak him into a store or something. The pipeline goes straight into his pocket. And his parents have no clue. His teachers have no clue. He's just quiet and well behaved, and that's enough for everyone. And nobody asked why. And I'll be honest, I blamed men at first. The guys subscribing to OnlyFans, the guys making these women rich by doing nothing. I thought it was pathetic. Well, it is pathetic. And but the deeper I looked at it, the more I realized that you can't just blame the fish for biting when someone engineered the bait, the hook, and the water temperature. The whole ecosystem is designed for capture. Every single friction point between a man and explicit content has been removed on purpose. It used to like take effort. Now it takes a thumb swipe, and it wasn't on accident. It's a funnel. And when I walked away from it, and I mean really walked away from this shit, the first thing that I noticed, it wasn't some superpower that some YouTuber's gonna sell you on, or it wasn't an overnight transformation, nothing, no bullshit. It was just clarity. Just plain, boring, ordinary clarity. I could see the game. How every platform, every fucking ad, every song, the new music, every trending topic was gently steering me back toward the same place: consumption, distraction, desire without direction. And once you see that, you can't unsee it. You start watching other men, and it's almost slightly painful because you recognize where they are, and you used to be there, and you know that they haven't figured it out yet. And the system, it doesn't need chains, it doesn't need walls, it just needs a man to believe what he's consuming is his own choice, that the desire is organic, that the behavior is natural, that the moment he believes that, he stops resisting, he stops questioning, he becomes maintenance free, perfectly self regulating consumer who thinks he's free because nobody's holding a gun to his head. But somebody built this platform that he's on. Somebody coded the algorithm that learns what he can't resist. Somebody made the content free so that the barrier of entry is zero. Somebody decided that age verification was bad business. Every step of this was a decision made in a boardroom by people who understood exactly what unlimited access to sexual content would do to a generation of young men. And they did it anyways, because docile men are profitable men. And a man at war with his own impulses every single night does not have the energy left to fight anything that actually matters. And that's the part that nobody wants to sit with. It's not that they're selling you sex, it's that they're buying your future with it. And most of the men making that trade every single night, and they call it unwinding.